and when she was crowned Queen of England, she went out here to the scaffold site. Upon that scaffold site is that executioner, again all in black, face half covered, horn cap, nothing in his hands. He had hidden the sword under the straw. He wanted, if he could, to calm the Queen. She now turns and faces this way, looking towards the Queen's house. Now say this is a private execution. Henry ordered over 1,000 people that day inside here, and they're standing where we are now, looking at that site. Of course, that made it even worse. So she kneels. The ladies in waiting move forward. They remove her headdress, open the collar of her shirt, remove her necklaces. She puts her hands together, she bows her head, she closes her eyes, and she starts to pray out loud. Her final prayer. She repeats it over and over and over. She is absolutely terrified. She's visibly shaking. Now, of course, we know this. These people wrote about this. We passed down through our history. So, what you're going to hear is an account of what some of these people see. Now, of course, her head is in the bow. The executioner has got a problem. He can't get a quick, clean strike upon her neck. So very quietly, he removes the sword from beneath the straw. He takes it with both hands and he lines it upon the Queen's neck. At this moment in time, he cried out, "Boy, where is my sword?" Now what happens now is, of course, in the Queen's mind is a doubt. She thinks he can't find the sword and he hasn't got it. So her head starts to rise, her eyes start to open. She now starts to scan the crowd in front of her, looking for that boy coming through the crowd. As her head continues to rise, this was his cue. He pulls back the sword. As she stretches her neck to look towards the back of the crowd, he moves in for the kill. One step, boom! Side of the neck, sword goes through cleanly. Head falls to one side, body starts to crumble. Blood spurts upon the scaffold site. 4 ladies fall to their knees. They collapse with their sight. That was what they were seeing. It was horrific. He picked up the severed and bleeding head. He turned to the assembled crowd and he proclaimed, "Behold the head of a traitor. So die all traitors. God save the King." But he didn't get the almighty rousing cheer he would have took up on Tower Hill. What he got from every man, woman and child in front of him that day was a sharp intake of breath, a gasp. What he got from every man, woman and child in front of him was a sharp intake of breath, a gasp. Because what they were seeing was this. They say the Queen's eyes were actually still moving. They were flicking from right to left, still trying to find the boy in the crowd, and they do say her mouth still moved for up to 25 seconds after the head had left her shoulders moving. Still saying that final prayer, but of course that prayer is now silent. These God-fearing people leave the town of London. The executioner walks off the site. He takes £23. That was the money he was given to take the life of a Queen of England he's never seen again. Then they say to a Yeoman Warder who'd walked past his site on many occasions on that morning, because the body lay there, believe this or not, for 4 to 5 hours. Henry had made no provision for it to be moved. It was at Hampton Court Palace. Yeoman Warder goes to the east wall, the broad arrow tower, retrieves an old arrow chest, longbow chest, large enough to take the severed head and body of Queen Anne Boelyn, puts her inside and buries her inside that chapel, and that is where she remains to this very day.